Lofi Poli Sci, how we doing out there? Dr. P right here, talking our famous question, what's going on in the world today? And to all you Lo-Fi listeners out there, connect to us people for all your local Lo-Fi updates. Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, we are everywhere. Except that place that starts with a T and ends with an ick. No. Now let's dig on into that Lo-Fi Global News Latin America edition. Starting out in Ecuador. You see, the former vice president of Ecuador has been convicted of bribery and some other things and is being investigated for other things as well and was found guilty on a couple of those charges and was going to jail. But in December, he sought political asylum from Mexico, which it appeared they granted him political asylum in Mexico. And the former vice president of Ecuador was in Mexico. But last week, Ecuadorian police went into Mexico and forcibly removed and arrested him. The kicker, they were still in Ecuador when it happened. You see, the former VP was in the Mexican embassy inside of the country of Ecuador. And according to international law, the Mexican embassy is Mexico. And the Ecuadorian police had no jurisdiction to enter and arrest him. And Mexico and a lot of the international community are pissed. And Mexico's president says he's officially cutting diplomatic ties with the country of Ecuador and taking the case to the international courts. And this, my friends, all of this sets bad precedent for entering another country's embassy, which is supposed to be internationally against the law. We'll keep you updated to let you know what happens next. Now, out in Bogota, Colombia, the capital of the country, they have officially begun rationing water. Right. You heard me correctly. Rationing water. They have to ration water for a 24-hour period, 3 times a month. That means your water gets shut off for 24 hours, 3 times a month. People, imagine this. Water rationing on planet Earth in 2024. Real talk. Coming soon, people. Now, updates out in Haiti. The government of the country, that which does not exist, has officially announced, which means absolutely nothing, that the Transitional Presidential Council of 9 members has been formalized and created. Which means nothing. We have no idea who these 9 people are, or what they will do once they actually start doing things, which we don't know what things are. So all we know is that a government that does not exist announced the creation of a secret council to create the government that will exist, potentially. People, this is perhaps more scary than before. Eyes open on Hades, my friend. Now moving on over to Brazil. Have you ever heard of police or military operations taking place where the officials fired their weapons, their guns, but they hit an innocent civilian instead? An innocent civilian instead of their intended target. Well, now, when that happens in Brazil, the Supreme Court has ruled that the government must pay damages to the person or their family for the accidental shootings. And to this, we simply say, you think? I mean, this should be the way it is in all countries. But is it the way it is in your country? Check it out to find out. And a last piece of something to send you on your way before we switching gears to that fab-5 of the day. A bit of fact or fiction, fake or reality in the headline. Is it real or not? Mexico sounds alarm over zombie drug sedative in opioids. I repeat. Mexico sounds alarm over zombie drug sedative in opioids. Fact or fiction, fake or reality, what do you think? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sadly, reality. Reuters news sections in the Americas. I mean, really, Reuters, really? This is so clickbaity. It's not even funny, Reuters. I'm not laughing. Bad form. All right, my friends, it's time for that Fab-5 of the day. And today we wanted to do something a little bit different. Shout out to one of you lo-fi listeners out there for the suggestion. Merci beaucoup. Today we're doing 5 of the best things to do in Paris, France. That's right, we're going to do some spotlighting of some cities coming up soon. Now, have you been to France? Have you been to Paris? Do you want to go? Well, if you do, and when you do, check out these 5 things. Coming in at number 5, touring the catacombs. Do you know what a catacombs is? Underground? Graveyard? Skeletons? Spooky, spooky. Yes, indeed. But really cool and very historical to see how and why these things were created. The underground catacombs in Paris. Number 4, go to check out the Louvre. Now, granted, you may be saying the Louvre, oh, that's so stereotypical, so touristy, but you have one of the largest collections of art from around the world in one museum. You go check out the Louvre. Number 3, the Tour Eiffel, aka the Eiffel Tower, but not just the tower itself. At the top, the Jules Verne restaurant. That's right, author of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Go check out this restaurant and get an amazing view of the city of Paris. Number 2, Montmartre, Paris. What I like to call the artsy district. Check this out, people. Google it. Look at it. It's an amazing place. And number 1, things to do out in Paris, France when you're there. Take a bike ride around the city. See, Paris isn't like a lot of cities. Paris is very, very bike friendly, and you can go see so much just riding a bike. I like it so much. And that, my friends, when you go out there, you send in pictures. You let us know how it was. And you know what? Let us know what else you did that you think should be on the top 5 of things to do in Paris, France. Now for that lo-fi global trivia, but we're doing also a bit of different things with this today. We're doing country specific. Country in the spotlight. Mongolia trivia. That's right. You know that place between Russia and China? You know it. Here we go. Number 1, what does the word Mongol mean? What does the word Mongol mean? Number 2, Mongolia holds the Guinness World Record for the largest what competition in the world? Which it took the record in 2011. So what competition does Mongolia hold the Guinness World Record for, having the largest one of them? And it got the record in 2011. Number 3, authoritarian communist, democracy, or hybrid? Which is Mongolia? Authoritarian communist, democracy, or hybrid? Which is Mongolia? Number 4, about what % of the Mongolian population live in the capital city? I repeat, about what % of the Mongolian population live in the capital city? And our last Lo-Fi Global Trivia question of the day. Number 5. Mongolia has the largest desert in Asia. What is it? Mongolia has the largest desert in Asia. What is it? Love you, Lo-Fi. And that's just a snap of what's going on in the world today.
I see.
I'll bring it down like.
Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Pickering, signing off.